What's up, YouTube? This is Buckshot33, aka Boston Chris, back with a brand new video. It's been a little bit of a break that I took, and just had a lot of stuff going on. I didn't get to do my last week's video just because of just was busy. So guess what? I have for you a pretty good haul of stuff here, so I'm gonna go ahead and show that off. Starting with my books from last week, and then I'll go ahead and toss these into this week. So first and foremost, we have a book that's kind of back, and I'm happy to see that we're back to getting this on a monthly basis, which is well, this is a swear variant, but it's I Hate Fairyland. Awesome book, love this title. Skottie Young's art is beautiful, and just hilarious book. Really well done. So definitely a good book to pick up. Next up, we have Flash number 18. Good Rebirth series that I'm enjoying. This is called Sins of the Father Part 1, so I haven't actually read this yet, but I will get to it and check out the storyline. The thing with a lot of the Rebirth titles that make it kind of tough to deal with sometimes is that you look at you look at the stories, and a lot of times it'll be like one storyline changes to the next, and you end up losing some people. So we'll see what happens. I've hung strong with the Flash up till now, so hopefully it stays good, and I can continue to collect it. If not, I'm not too worried about getting books off of my list, just because there's a lot of stuff out there that is good. There's a lot of stuff out there that as far as trying to collect, and then basically putting everything in perspective, where you want to get the new books and everything like that, but then you have these other books that you're chasing to get. So sometimes it's better to cut some of the pull list just to be able to pick up some of the books that you really want. So I guess eliminating titles sometimes can be a tough decision, but we'll see what happens. So far, Flash has done well by me, so I have no problem with it. But moving on, we have Green Lanterns number 19. This is another really good Rebirth series that I like. I love the development of Simon Baz and Jesse Cruz as new Lanterns. I've said that a million different times, but I really do like the way that they're doing that series. They're two Lanterns that actually have some, confidence issues as to like whether they're good enough to be Lanterns, whether they're not, and it just seems like they're kind of getting more vindication from some of the other heroes. As you have like Batman came in a couple of issues ago asking for their help and stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool ride with that, but keep going with that until it's like I said, until it kind of throws me in a loop that I don't like anymore. Then I'll get rid of it. Next up, we have Batman number 19. This is I Am Bane. I've been a huge fan of this Rebirth series. I think this is my favorite Rebirth series. From the get-go, and I can't say enough good about it. It's just really well done, really well written, and just the stories have been awesome. So if I had to recommend any one Rebirth title over the rest, it would be Batman. Next, we have Super Sons number 2. The first one was kind of fun. I like the dynamic between Damian and Jonathan. It's kind of like a buddy comedy in a way, which is kind of funny. It's fun to read. It's fun to see what they get into next. Damian's super serious and kind of a jerk, and Jonathan's kind of happy-go-lucky and kind of a Boy Scout like his dad. So their interaction is kind of funny. So kind of a fun series. Like I said, with any other series, as soon as the stories kind of go awry, then I'm probably gonna drop that. Moving on, we have Kill or Be Killed. This is number, I think, 5, right? No, number 7. Kill or Be Killed number 7. Really cool series. I love the art in this series. Really well written as well. Not quite the best series out that's being done by Image, but pretty solid title. And I guess I could show these two as a, package deal, sort of. So picked up Red Sonja number 3, which is a J. Scott Campbell cover, and you don't usually get J. Scott Campbell covers for $3.99 price. Usually they're a little bit more. And then also picked up Vampirella number 1 with the J. Scott. So two really cool covers. Really nice, really well done, and for the price, you can't go wrong. He's actually coming to Boston Comic Con, so I'm not sure if I'll get these signed by him. Maybe the Vampirilla, I don't know. But, you know, I don't have a lot of J. Scott stuff, so we'll see what happens, because, you know, I would like to get some of my stuff signed by him, but if I can't, you know, it's no big deal. I just like to collect a couple of his covers. I'm not a huge fanatic of his. Like, some people, like, love him, and they'll go to any links to get his stuff, you know, paying high prices for variants. I tend to try to stay away from that, at least with his stuff, just because I've seen some of those variants go for some pretty good money. But, you know, to each his own. Next, we have... so I picked up a few books that I had missed out on, and also just a couple, took a shot on one or two that I wouldn't have, because there's a shop in my area called Newbury Comics, and on Wednesday they had a flash sale, so it was buy one comic, get two free, so long as they were, you know, value, I think it was like $3.99 or less. So I went ahead and I picked up Iron Fist #1. Currently watching the series on Netflix. I'm enjoying it. I know there's been a lot of negative feedback about it, but, you know, and I do have my opinions on some of the stuff that I've seen. Some of it it's not the strongest of the Netflix Defenders series, but, you know, it's not the worst thing I've seen. I would say, you know, it's better than the direction that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. took. So, you know, figure I'd give this title a shot, see where it goes from there. I don't know if it's something that I'll continually pick up, but just picked up #1 just to have. You know, for me, I'd rather have the you know, original series and stuff like that, and you know, the Immortal Iron Fist as well. But, you know, kind of gotta take what you can get for now. So moving forward, we have Inhuman vs. X-Men #5. I had 1 through 4 and #6, but I was missing #5. I just kind of didn't pick it up at the time when it came out, so I just went back and got it, because you can't beat free. Next we have Unworthy Thor #5, and I love the fact that he's fighting Thanos in this one. I guess, you know, for the story, I guess you get to find out why he's unworthy, and they I guess pretty much explain a lot of what's going on with him. You know, or why he's lost the right to wield Mjolnir. So, you know, great title to pick up. Really good art, really good writing. This is one of the Marvel titles that's worth picking up. As not just, you know, what I've called, you know, just like a fluff book, just something that's out there because they need to put a book out every month. So, good book. Next up, we have Curse Words #3. I like this cover. You know, it's kind of a funny series. You know, the Wizard here, he's kind of a jerk. You know, he's a funny guy, but, you know, as I said before, like, you know, I guess seeing as how we're into issue 3, I like it. It's not like I said, the best series out there, but it's fun to read for now. You know, something that initially, you know, could get dropped at some point. I don't know, but we'll see. Next, we have Flash #19. So, as I said, you know, not quite sure exactly what's going on, and this is the variant. So, you know, anytime it doesn't have this, the title of the story, this will be, you know, that'll be the variant. So this is the I guess second variant that's done. I like this one just because it had, you know, a big spider, and it just looked better than the regular cover, so I picked it up. It's not like some type of, like, you know, crazy incentive or anything like that. Just something that I saw, so I got. Next, we have Reborn. This is #5. I didn't know it was going to be only a 6-issue series. So #5 of 6. And I had been waiting on this. I was actually kind of got curious. I was like, oh, are they done with it? Like, what happened? Did they cancel it? This is a really, really fun series. Really, you know, well written. Really just, you know, great art. You get Greg Capullo on there. Mark Miller writing it. Awesome book. Really fun. And I love how Mark Miller kind of just, his way of storytelling, it's always some type of, you know, twist or funny element to the books that make them better. Like, if you've ever seen just, you know, some of his stuff. So, Kick-Ass, Wanted, you know, just really, really good books. And then he's got a bunch of other stuff in his Millerverse that I haven't read, but I want to go back and get. So, you know, definitely a cool book. You know, if you haven't read it, you know, I don't know if you can find issues 1 through 4. I'm pretty sure you can. They should still be around. But pick them up. If not, just wait till the trade comes out and then, just read the whole story that way. Alright, and lastly, I was able to fit a back issue in, which was kind of cool. So I went to a shop of mine, and I was able to find this, and I was actually pretty happy when I saw it. Well, I've already said too much, so I'm going to go right into this. So what we have here is Master of Kung Fu number 17. Now this is the first actual solo book of him. This is the first start of the title of Master of Kung Fu. Before it was a Marvel Special Edition, I think 15 and 16 featured Shang-Chi. But this is his actual first title. So not a first appearance, nothing like that, but just, first title of his series. So really cool. Was happy to get this, for a good price. Overall, it's in pretty decent shape. Could use a little bit of cleaning. Not a lot of spine ticks or anything like that. A little bit of wear on the corners here. And then you can see on the back, there's like a little bit of a smudge there. I'm sure that can be dry cleaned out or whatever, but happy to have it. So definitely glad to add that to my collection. And I should say, lastly, so this is the final book that I'll be showing. A book that I picked up, and I actually have, I picked up multiple copies of it, just because I know it has a low print run and it's a really good series, and that is Heathen number 2. So this is a book that Undisputed Frost has been talking about for a while. I've actually read it. I picked it up as soon as I saw it. I was like, oh, this looks pretty cool. Flipped through it in my local shop, and I was like, wow, this is really unique story, really cool stuff going on in this book. If you haven't picked it up, and you're lucky enough to have it in a shop, definitely go grab it because, like I said, low print run. I was able to pick up, let's see, this one and another, and then I went to a separate shop yesterday and picked up a couple more. So up where I'm at, there's not tons and tons of them, but, I was able to pick up 4 of them in my area. So, I mean, I don't know if that's just something where it's, up more abundant in some places than others, but I know other people who I've talked to who've said that, it's been sold out and everything like that, and you can look up online and see that, it sells out quickly. So, Frost has a review on it, and I'm not sure, because I haven't checked, but Rob Wiseguy82 is a big indie guy as well. So check out his channel, see if he has a review. If he doesn't, and if you want to ask a question to him, just go ahead and put a comment and, send him a message, whatever, private message, and I'm sure he'll be able to put you onto it because he knows all the indie stuff, like what's good, what's not. So check him out. But yeah, like I said, this is issue number 2. Really funny story. These wolves are actually part of the story. They're hilarious. So definitely a good book to be picking up. If you don't have it, no problem. If you can find it, pick it up. I know that on eBay, I've seen people listing this book for anywhere from, I think it's like $10 to up to $30 or so. So, I don't know. It's one that I have on my pull list that I will absolutely be getting every single month. But with that, I'm going to get going. That's been my haul for basically my combined haul for the last 2 weeks. So, I want to thank you all for watching. I want to let you all know that I do have some things that I will be showing. I got a mail call that I have to go ahead and unbox. So, I will go ahead and show that and make that video soon. As always, happy collecting. Hope you all had a great weekend. I'm out.